Welcome to Pure Nintendo's first E3 podcast. This Tuesday. It's supposed to be our easy day. It's not Tuesday, it's Monday.
It's Monday.
Today's Monday.
Today's Monday. It's Monday. It's supposed to be our easy day. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We're joined by Jake and Chris. It's actually Jake's first time on the Koopa Kast.
Yes,
we're actually all together. We're not staring at screens and at each other.
All together.
That's all together.
In LA.
In LA. So today was all the press conferences.
Yeah.
Actually, it was all. Normally you would say it's all the press conferences except Nintendo's, but
It's not having a press
it's not having a
conference.
press conference. So it was all the press conferences. Microsoft, Ubisoft, EA, and Sony, which just got finished. And the Microsoft one, I went to the Microsoft press conference, and you guys
We watched it.
You watched it.
Yeah.
And what did you guys think of it?
There's a lot of games.
Yeah, it was very impressive.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty much exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah.
Right.
They knew what they needed to do, which is just talk about games.
And it was literally just game.
They really did
And it's
just talk about
nauseating.
games.
Like, that's I was kind of like, I had my hand. I was like, oh, come on, I need to stop.
Right. Well, like we didn't even remember half the games.
No.
Because
Yeah.
there's so many so quickly.
No. But I guess they needed to do that. It showed them good games.
They really did. Some good exclusives.
Lots of good exclusives to get hype specifically for Xbox One.
Yeah.
And the price.
Yep.
That was basically the only non-game thing they talked about.
Yeah.
With the price. And the new version Xbox 360.
Yeah. Which if it's the same price, well, they should have dropped the price.
I mean, why did they do that? I don't get it. Like, PlayStation had the PS2, where they kept creating new versions of the PS2.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that either. So,
Yeah.
I want to contrast that with what we just watched with the EA press conference. We took shots at Microsoft.
Sony's?
Yeah. sorry.
Sony. Yeah, Sony took some very, very specific shots at Microsoft tonight.
Which was hilarious.
I want to ask you guys, at Sony, they announced the PlayStation 4 at $400.
Yes.
So what do you think Nintendo needs to do? Can they stay at $350?
No,
Or do they need a
they
lower?
absolutely cannot say.
The rumors of the price drop need to happen for the holiday season.
They need a price drop. They need more memory. They need to change some things to have a reason to buy now that PS4 and Xbox One are options.
Right.
But like what you said, for the holiday season, so you think they need to do it now, or could they wait and see what their games do? They can see what people do with Mario Kart.
They need to do it before kids write Christmas lists.
Christmas.
Because,
So now.
exactly, kids will write Christmas lists, parents will look down and say, oh, they want a PS4 and a Wii U.
And they compare the prices, okay.
And it's, hey, $50 difference.
Yeah.
The PS4 is a lot newer and shinier.
Yeah.
Because that's all parents know to do in China.
I'm assuming. Yeah. I'm making assumptions.
Yeah.
We're probably going to be like that in another 10, 15 years. This one's cheap. It looks pretty.
Exactly. And so unless it's a big difference besides $50, I don't think it's going to change.
Yeah. And one of Wii's biggest problems right now is that not as many people have it as they would like, and a price drop would seriously help that.
Agreed. And like I always thought, like, cause I actually assumed that they were both gonna be $500-$600. I'm a little bit shocked.
Right.
And so like the Wii's fine at $350, $300, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But then
No,
But now
that's
that
not
it's
the case.
$400, may have to lean. It needs to go down.
500 for the Xbox, 400 for the PS4, 350. It doesn't add
Yeah,
up.
that makes the PS4 look really good.
Mhm.
Wii needs to come down some more.
Yeah, and then you have people like Aisha Tyler, the host of the Ubisoft one, according to I think it was Kotaku interviewed her. No, it was IGN. Interviewed her after, and they kind of asked why she never said Wii U for anything, and she said because it's an abandoned platform.
Yeah, that was an interesting kind of offhand comment
Right.
she made there.
But
And I think she kind of tried to backpedal after it,
yeah,
but it was a very interesting comment to throw out there.
but it kind of makes sense because that's how people are acting. Not many people have the console, so no one's making games for it, so not many people are buying the console.
Yeah. Nintendo needs to fight that. And that needs to start with them, because since no one's buying it, no one's developing for it, so no one wants to buy it.
Besides them.
Yeah, so until Nintendo publishes some of their own really strong games, which they should be this year, then more people will buy it, and that will further encourage more third-party support. For sure. Bring it back up.
Here's a thought, like, you can do... I started writing this article, and I got lazy, then E3 happened. But, there was that attach rate that there's no strong evidence for, but some people say it's almost 40% to a 360 owners who own a Wii. And so that same attach rate goes over to this generation, the PS4 and Xbox One. So they say they sell 100 million units between the two, and there's a 40 or 30% attach rate. It's still 30 to 40 million just from other owners buying a Wii U for other experiences.
Right.
I think that's what exhausted me the most about the Microsoft press conference, because there was like intense shooter after intense fighter after intense shooter. It's kind of like, it's just getting tiring. Like, that's why I love Nintendo so much, because there's different feelings. You have adventure games, you have Mario, you got Link. It's not that. It's not all just shooters.
Well, how many platformers did you see on Xbox and Ubisoft PS4?
None. So it's like, there can be a good balance of both. Someone can own a One or a PS4 and then buy a Wii U for something totally different experience.
Well, and that's what seemed to happen the last generation with the regular Wii.
Definitely.
That's how it was. Everyone had a Wii.
Yeah, I own a 360 for Halo, for my shooters, and then I had the Wii for all my Nintendo games.
Exactly, and that's how lots of households seem to be. But that was mostly because the Wii became really cheap really fast.
Yep.
They did the price drop on that as well. Sold like hotcakes.
Yep.
Did you guys own more than one, or you PC?
I own a PC and a Wii and an Xbox 360.
See? There you go.
In my defense, my Xbox is my wife's, so I got it through inheritance. I didn't actually have to pay.
Well, there you go. So, but talking about being at a Left Behind platform, EA's press conference, before we even started. My train of thought.
Yeah, press conference.
Yeah, before it even started, Peter Moore came out, the COO of EA, and told the audience, all the media, that they weren't going to talk about the Wii U. They were talking about the Xbox One, PlayStation 4. So they talked about the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 the whole time. And then they released a press release for FIFA 14. And let's go.
That's the one. We made it. I'm Jake.
And that's.
Thanks.
Welcome to the Koopa Kast.
Hi guys.
We're Koopa Casting?
Yes.
We are.
I didn't know that.
Hello, friends.
Hey, fresh from the Sony presser.
Fresh is not the word I would use.
Back from the Sony presser.
Yes.
Anyway, we were just talking about EA's press conference, which you guys were at.
Yes, we were.
Now they came out and said we're basically not talking about the Wii U. Well, they came out and said we're not talking about the Wii U.
That's correct, yes.
But did you guys see the press release that just came out for FIFA 14?
No.
FIFA 14 is coming out for absolutely every system. iPhone, PS2, 3DS, Wii,
iPod Touch,
PSP,
PS
360, PS4,
Wait.
PS3.
I need you to go back for a second.
There's no Wii U in there, let's put it that way.
But there's a Wii?
There's a Wii. There's a PlayStation
and
2.
PS2,
Nice.
But there's no
Wii U.
an iPod Touch.
See, there has to be a reason for that.
Yeah.
Like they deliberately
A terrible grudge?
No, because all those systems except for Vita have sold more than the Wii U.
Well, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
that could be, hey, all these systems sold more. We would take the development team and build a game for the PlayStation 2 Wii.
Yeah, I'll admit that the PlayStation 2 did sell more than the Wii U.
See, I have a theory, because when we were waiting in line for the Ubisoft press conference, a guy was standing in line with us, and he was a French game producer. And he was talked about working with Nintendo to develop stuff. And he said it was a nightmare.
Yeah, he said it was so difficult trying to get things published with them.
For the Wii or the Wii U?
I think
for Nintendo in general.
He didn't say Wii U or anything.
He just said working with Nintendo.
As he said, Nintendo in general, it was a monster to get published, and the royalties sucked. And so they made like one game for Nintendo, and then just stopped. And they just started doing Microsoft, Sony, PC, just because it wasn't worth it for them as a company.
Yeah.
So I wonder how much of it is like that policy, or just like mismanagement of resources for like PR and marketing, trying to talk to people.
Yeah, I think that's one of Nintendo's dilemmas is both Sony and Microsoft have a backing of a major company.
Right.
So Nintendo probably has smaller margins where they can't offer as much to publishers.
Nintendo's like a $2 billion company.
Yeah, like
I mean,
but not
it's not like
Sony.
they don't have the money.
They don't have the money, but they're not. This is what they do. They do video games.
I think the problem is that they want so much control over the system and over the games themselves that publishers don't necessarily want to deal with that.
It's very true.
And I know we've heard that before from other game publishers when, you know, they're like, well, why didn't you come up with the Wii edition?
Yeah.
You know, and they could use it doesn't do HD previously, but they can't use it. So I think the other part is that the architecture of the Wii, I mean, if you look at the specs of the PS4 versus the Xbox One, they're almost identical.
Yeah.
Which means the point between those two is going to be
really
remarkably easy.
The biggest thing is that they're both x86 architecture.
Right.
So porting between PC, Xbox One, and PS4 is going to be incredible.
Right. Yeah. Whereas with the Wii U, it's
It's
not so. Yeah, it's entirely different.
It's its own proprietary.
It's based on the same, more or less the same processor that the Wii was using.
Exactly.
But now it's a triple core instead.
Yeah. And with the number of Wii U's that have been sold to date, that's porting of the Wii U isn't worth it for a lot of people.
I would guess.
Yeah.
I mean, and then compare that with early developer comments of the PS4, where you have people like Cliffy B saying it's like, I think it was Cliffy B, where you saying it was like the best console he's ever developed for. It's running, I mean, it's more of a PC than
So now they
the
just
Microsoft
create. So
Surface
now the
non-Pro.
developers can just make one game for 3 platforms.
Exactly.
Yes.
And those 3 platforms don't include Wii U.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, we cut in and out though, and it sucks. I think we have a few times.
Yes. Porting content will literally be in like their development kit. They'll probably have a PS4 preset, an Xbox 360 preset, and then it'll just recompile under each.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll make something like, you guys ever play around the Unity engine?
I have not.
Because it's all somewhat the same architecture. And basically inside of it, you can switch between, like, I'm making it for the Wii, I'm making it for the 360, and something. So it can make an engine similar to that, where you just kind of just switch, okay, I'm making it for the PlayStation 4, and it switches the code web and make it fully.
New Unreal Engine is going to be.
Is that what it does?
The new Unreal Engine
Yep.
is for all consoles but the Wii U, and the new Frostbite engine as well. So I wonder if they'll have tools that are that simple.
Yeah, we just go on PS4. Here's Xbox One.
Yeah, I mean, based on the stuff we saw with that Frostbite engine today, that's just amazing.
At
The stuff they've done with it, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really
is probably what.
Yes.
We're gonna start.
Seven.
Seven.
So it's 7. Come on, okay.
So
Let's get it,
we gotta be
ready. Oh,
That's 7. Don't give me have to get up.
maybe on my computer, ready to go.
That'll be fun.
It will be.
I will be sleeping.